Why did the taxi driver get fired? Passengers didn't like it when he went the extra mile. Today, I'm going to recap a 2014 action thriller film called The Raid 2. A quick warning, there will be major spoiler ahead. Mere hours after the events of the raid, Rama's brother Andy is caught and executed by Bajo, a rising crime boss who is currently acquaintances with corrupt Deputy Police Commissioner Riza. The surviving officers of the Jakarta apartment raid, Rama, Bowo, and Lieutenant Wahyu, rendezvous with Lieutenant Bunawar on the advice of Andy. Bunawar, the head of an internal investigation unit, sends the injured Bowo for treatment but executes the corrupt Wahyu, assuring Rama it is to protect him and that testifying would only endanger him and his family. Bunawar asks Rama to go undercover, to expose Riza's corrupt dealings with the local Bongun and Japanese Gado crime syndicates, but Rama refuses. Following Andy's death, however, Rama agrees to go undercover and is tasked with infiltrating the underworld by going to prison and befriending Bongun's son Yuko. To be arrested and to gain favor with Yuko, Rama is instructed to assault the son of the official who put Yuko in prison. During a prison riot, several inmates led by Benny, Yuko's former associate, attempt to kill him before Rama intervenes and saves him. Upon Rama's release 2 years later, Yuko takes him to meet his father, who hires him out of gratitude. Rama proves himself to the syndicate through his work under Yuko and his father's advisor Aka. Rama also manages to plant a bug in Yuko's wallet. Bajo invites Yuko to dinner at his restaurant and explains his plan to take land from the Gado syndicate with Yuko's assistance by starting a gang war and then establishing Riza's support in the process. As a gift, Bajo brings Benny and the assailants from the prison riot for Yuko to execute. Frustrated and unsatisfied with his current standing in the syndicate, along with increasing frustration with the seeming lack of respect from his father, Yuko accepts Bajo's offer. Yuko then lures Bongun's hitman and family friend PRAKOSO into an ambush. Where he is killed by the assassin, Bajo's top enforcer. Yuko lies to his father and blames the Japanese for PRAKOSO's death. When the two bosses meet, Bongun decides not to retaliate and instead apologizes to Gado, further enraging Yuko. He then instructs Bajo to proceed with their plan. Bajo has the assassin and two other hitmen, Hammer Girl and Baseball Bat Man, kill several of Gado's men, sparking a gang war between the two syndicates. During the conflict, Rama defeats assailants sent after him. And discovers a police ID on one of the attackers. When confronted, Bunawar reveals that they are corrupt officers working for Riza. During another meeting, Yuko lashes out against Gado, embarrassing Bongun into conceding additional territory. Afterward, Rama receives a call from Eika asking him to pick up Yuko from Bongun's office. While Rama heads to the office, Bejo and the assassin barge in with their henchmen. Revealing his betrayal, Yuko kills his father and shoots Eika in the knee. Before Bejo can finish him off, Rama arrives and gives Eika time to flee. The assassin subdues Rama, and Bejo commands his men to kill him offside. Eika follows them in his car to save Rama. And eventually drives them both to safety. Meanwhile, Gato learns that Riza has betrayed him for Bejo and that Yuko killed Bongun not long after their meeting. Godu's lieutenant Ryuichi also informs him and his son Keiichi that Riza was seen entering Bejo's restaurant and that Yuko has joined forces with Bejo. In response, Gato declares war on Yuko along with both Bejo and Riza. Elsewhere, a mortally wounded Eika reveals to Rama he was also undercover before dying. Rama contacts Punawar, who informs him that the gang war has further escalated, and that Riza, their true objective, is meeting Bejo and Yuko at the restaurant. Rama breaches its warehouse and fights through Bejo's men before killing Hammer Girl, Baseball Batman, and the assassin with their respective weapons. Bejo and Yuko meet Riza to discuss terms against Gato, during which Yuko eventually discovers the bug in his wallet. Uncertain who planted it, he notices Bejo has a similar tattoo to Benny's and realizes he was manipulated and that the prison riot was an attempt to spark a gang war with his death. Rama eventually manages to make his way to the meeting area and dispatches the remaining guards. When Bejo attempts to shoot Rama, Yuko, believing that Riza and Bejo are the ones who planted the bug, grabs a gun and kills them both. He then tries to kill Rama, who throws a knife at Yuko before fatally stabbing him. Rama leaves the premises and encounters Keiichi, Ryuichi, and their men. While Bunawar frantically drives to the site, Keiichi and Rama have a short conversation, which heavily implied that Keiichi wants to recruit Rama as the new enforcer for the Yakuza. Rama then concludes by saying, "No, I'm done." If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy, hit the like button, and if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice just to be sure. You should watch the full movie. Thank you very much for watching.